Good morning, good morning. So, what tune are you playing? What tune have you been playing all your life? Are you playing somebody else's tune? So, I've been thinking about taking up guitar lessons and I thought about the strings on the guitar. I saw them all as vibrations. And when you put your finger on one place and you strum, it plays one note. You put your finger on somewhere else and you strum, and it plays another note. I thought about how we think of our problems. We so focused on the problem in one area and we play that tune over and over and over again. The same note, just over and over. It'd be like having the whole piano and you just got one note and you just bing, 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 bing. God, doesn't it get irritating after a while? And I mean, maybe you're trying to play somebody else's tune. Let's go to the piano. And you're playing all these different notes. Sounds awful, doesn't it? It's like going through you. And I used to play the violin. Can you imagine trying to play somebody else's tune on the violin and not getting it right? I mean, what if you just played your own tune? Like, the universe is strumming. It just does what it does. Morning, Adelera. The universe is just strumming. It just does what it does. But where's your fingers? What notes are you pressing? Where are your hands on the strings? If you've been playing the same tune for 30 years, do you think you might be missing out on something? There's a whole load of strings, a whole load of places to put your hands, a whole load of different notes to play. You know, I've met people who've been in the same job for 30 years. They've played the same note every day for 30 years. Is that what you came here for? To play the same tune? But maybe it's not even your tune. It's not a tune that lifts you, that inspires you. But you're also stuck in your tune, so maybe you think you are inspired. But let me tell you something. If you've been playing the same tune in that box, there's this whole universe out there that asks you to go and investigate it. You see, there's this story about this guy who caught this stallion and he puts it in this fence and it is rearing and it is bucking and it is trying to get out, but it can't get out. But every day the man comes and gives it food and water, covers his basic needs. Every day, same time, food and water, basic needs. Eventually the stallion starts to slow down, starts to stop. And eventually he allows the master to stroke him. But he doesn't leave the box. He's fed at the same time every day. Then one time his friends come. It's about a year later. And they trash down the fence. And they break it free and they break it apart. And they go, come on. It's out here. You can be free. The stallion thinks, yes. And it goes to run out. But then it looks back and sees the food and the hay and the water that the master has left. And he chooses to stay. So the other stallions run off. And this stallion stays. The gate's wide open. It's wide open. And he chooses to stay and have the feed every day at the same time, the hay, the water, just the basic needs taken care of. He doesn't go and experience the rest of the world and experience true freedom because he thinks he's free. Because the gate's open, but he doesn't go and see what's out there. You see, sometimes we think we're happy in our boxes, but that's only because you've tried to do something else and you got so scared that you came back in again. And you made a logical decision. Sure, it's okay here. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just pointing it out. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm just pointing something out. So let's go back to the tune that you could be playing on a piano. You could be using all the keys and you could mix them all up. Or you can get up and do the same thing every day and press the same note every day. I wonder what's waiting for you on the other side of that fence. Now, some of you have the desire and you're ready to go. And you are out there, but you're at the gate and you're going, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? I mean, that's just overthinking. Like, just freaking go. I give the analogy of the electric fence that's underground with a dog and a tag. And all it has to do is actually just run through the fear and it'll be on freedom on the other side. Chasing the sheep, no problem. But it doesn't, because it feels the pain every time it gets to the gate. Every time, every time, every time. Don't you realize it's like Pavlov's dogs? Can't you see how you've been trained? And you think that safety and security, so you work for safety and security. Don't you realize on Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Just go and check out that triangle if that is of complete newness to you, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Don't you realize that you're actually just on the bottom? Actually, just what you're saying there, Adelera, about 26 letters of the alphabet. Look at all the words that can be made. Look at all the words that can be made from 26 letters. Look at all the numbers that can be made from 10 numbers. Look at all the computer programming that we can have from a 1 and a 0. The electricity, the computer programs, everything is built from 1s and 0s. And look at what can be built from being one with the universe, knowing that there's everything out there for you to experience. Like, just think of this. When you open your eyes, you're seeing 0.0001%. I mean, it's less than that, but there you go. Gives you a number. When you close your eyes, you can experience 99.9999%. Close your eyes today. After this video, close your eyes, 5 minutes, and go anywhere you want and experience anything you want. Then grab, touch, feel, allow the feeling of pure joy to rise inside you. And then walk through your day with your eyes open, feeling pure joy. So no matter what you look at, you're looking through the lens of pure joy, not through the lens of judgment. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. God, it's painful. Your judgment is painful. But you don't know because you're so used to it. You're so used to it. I judged myself so harshly that whenever the girl did Reiki on me, about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I was at my worst, and she burst into tears when she got to my heart chakra. I mean, she burst into tears. And I said, what's going on? Because I had so protected myself. I couldn't see. I was carrying the weight of the world, a judgment against myself. A judgment that was so harsh that wasn't mine. But I just thought that's the way it was. And slowly but surely over the next 6 months, I was able to release it. What are you judging? You think you're judging other people, you are judging yourself. And that's the note you're playing. The judgment of yourself. You think it's others. You judge the world to be good or bad. You judge this person to be good or bad. You judge this to be nice or whatever, when it's all just one. It's all energy. It just is. See, somebody said to me yesterday that they couldn't believe for 1 minute that I would have had a negative thought. And you see, my number one strength is positivity. And so I put anything negative, that's it, gone. She's right. I was like that. But then I was missing out on half the world. And I realized that there is no positive and negative. It's all one. It just is. I started to find the peace when I dropped judgment. Now, judgment comes up. But we don't realize that there's a negative current of conversations that you're having that you've absolutely no idea about. Absolutely no idea. I couldn't hear them because I was so busy being busy. So busy filling the space. So busy. Just so busy being busy. Yes, I was enjoying myself, but this undercurrent was chip, 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 chipping away until you get a circumstance that wakes you up. Now, some of you may have had it through health. Some of you may have had it through a divorce. Some of you may have had it through a death. Some of you may have had it through whatever it is that's going on in your life. It's only your wake-up call. That's what problems are. They're wake up. I'm doing a masterclass on the 11th of July. Tell me what you want, and I'll show you how to get it. It isn't about having things. It's much more. I'm going to be sharing you what Bob Proctor shared with me. You joining us? If you're in the Key the Secret watching this, brilliant. It'll be live in there. Register for the event itself within the group. If you're not in the group, click on the group link. Come and join us. It'll be great to have you there. I love what you said there, Adelera, about the life in you and me can be spent anyhow a whole lifetime managing to tiptoe safely to a sure death, because that's what most people do. We safely keep ourselves until we die. Nah, you're going to die anyway. Like, let's get over this. You're going to die. Like, that's it. Let's get over it. So live. Live. When you're 90 and you look back in your life, so go there now, you're 90, you're looking back, what do you wish you would have done? Go freaking do it. I'll see you. Have a good day.